Are you and your spouse on the same page with your finances and your philosophy that drive your financial decisions? I'm Mike Proctor with Leading Edge Financial Planning, and I'm going to share a little bit about the importance of understanding one another. One of the biggest impedance to financial planning that a couple can experience is simply not being on the same page or not understanding one another when it comes to how you think about money or maybe how they process and make decisions. And it can come down to values, it can come down to priorities. Most of us experience some of the tension when it comes to competing priorities in life. None of them stop for the other one, they're always present. And it is really helpful when we can, whether it's individually or as a couple, sit down and really outline what those priorities are. Values play into priorities, so I'd challenge you, even just while you're watching this video, hit pause for a second and try to write down your top 5 priorities. And you can ask your spouse to do that, or and then compare them. We'd be happy to sit down and talk with you through that. But the values will help clarify what the priorities are. What are the best ways to spend your time, your resources, your vacation, especially investing in your family and friends' relationships. Now, where we go next with this is even in your philosophy of your money. What is your feeling on how much debt you carry, or the mixture of debt, or whether you have any debt at all? And how comfortable are you with your current situation as it relates to debt? That's one example of a question within our new technology we invested in. This survey that we have, it's called Fiscal Sophie, and it helps, it allows you to quickly identify on different topics what your philosophy is individually and how comfortable you are with that philosophy. It's a simple slider survey. Both you and your spouse can take it, and what we can do is overlay those results onto one another and quickly identify the areas that there's probably miscommunication occurring. And from that, we can have a discussion so we can understand each other better and come to a consensus on the best way forward for the both of you, for the family, or for you individually. It doesn't matter. The point is to bring understanding and communication into the picture. When that doesn't occur, it's easy to shut down because it can be a hard conversation to have, and often maybe you've tried to have it in the past and it just gets difficult. But with this quiz and some structure and bringing clarity to that conversation, it allows us to move forward, make clear goals and objectives, and come to consensus on our priorities, on our values, and in our approach to financial planning. If this sounds interesting to you, send me your names, email addresses, and we'll create those links for you for your own Fiscal Sophie quiz. Then we can set up a debrief meeting very easily. Send them to mike@leadingedgefp.com. Again, this is Mike Proctor with Leading Edge Financial Planning.